Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Young Swengo, your commentator for today. And today, guys, this is a little different than how I usually open up videos because it's quite early right now when I'm actually recording because I wanted to get this done as soon as possible, and I just found an Extreme AGL Android 13. That's right, the newest Dokkan Fest. I found them as a friend leader, and I was like, we might as well jump into this. Today, we're going to be showcasing the physical Androids number 14 and number 15 unit. Just a quick look at their passive skill here. Attack and defense plus 70%. You get an additional attack and defense plus 70%, and you are able to foresee enemy super attack for the rest of the battle when your team has an Android 13 attacking in the same turn. Now that's different from a Fusion Android 13, which if they are also attacking on the same turn, you will get reduced damage received by 30%, and all allies attack and defense plus 30%. Now clearly, this unit is meant to go with the AGL 13 because, as you can see, they start off as the regular Android 13 and eventually over time in the fight will turn into Fusion Android 13. So we're going to be going into the Fighting Legend Goku event. I am using this Android team that you guys see right now. There are 2 free-to-play units on this team, as I showed in another video, but I've never done it with the Legendary Goku. So let's just hop into the battle right now. Now, I actually don't know how this is going to end up. We do have our rotation set in the... Yes! Alright, great. So we have both rotations set on the old chopping block here. So yeah, we're going to put 17 and 18 together because they work so well together and their passives kind of demand to be put together. And we're going to float off LR Cell and Tech EZA Cell. That is the way that our rotations are going to go. So those will be floaters, which is weird because typically I keep them on one rotation, but for this circumstance, for specifically building up defense, we need these 2 units to continue super attacking, which is nice. Oh, nice additional! Look at that. Which will just be increasing our defense even more. The reason why that's necessary is because I really don't have that many defensive Androids units. Not too many are defensively viable, so. Especially in an event like this, where you just gotta keep on building defense until you don't need it anymore. So yeah. Alright, so, as we can see, here we have the Android 13 and Android 14 and 15 together. Let's just look over Android 13's passive skill real quick. Android category allies key plus 2, attack and defense plus 30%, attack guaranteed to hit. Okay, yeah, so that means they can't dodge, and then transforms when conditions are met. What are your transformation conditions? When there are another 2 or more androids category allies, I'm assuming. Yep, okay, cool. So that's perfectly fine. We're running him on androids, so, yep. But yeah, I didn't want to pull this unit. I didn't want to pull for this unit. I have other things on my mind, so I was like, I'll wait till I can find a friend. And funnily enough, I was up basically... when he dropped, I was up for the majority of the night, and I checked, and I could not find anybody who set him as their friend leader. So either he's wildly unpopular, or that's just not usual. But I remember seeing, like, rainbowed coolers the day of. So, I mean, if you're a fan of Android 13, I'm really happy for you that you got this new Dokkan Fest. I'm sure you're ecstatic, but, yeah. Alright, so we're actually seeing a useful thing here. We were seeing that Goku at the end there is super attacking because we were linked with an Android 13 ally. He was an Android 13 unit, so because Android 14 and 15's passive activated, it's activated for the rest of the entire fight. So now we are always going to see where Goku is super attacking, which is immensely important in this event because a lot of it is just basically making sure that your defensive units are the one that later in the fight MUI Goku is the one attacking. If he hits one of your units that isn't very defensive, you're just kind of boned. There's nothing much that you can do about it. I made a video about these 2 units before, but they are continuing to show their dominance in free-to-play androids. It's real nice. Alright, here's a super attack. Let's see how much this does, actually. 124. Alright. Well, he's not super attacking this turn, which is nice to know. We'll go over here. Now, their super attack actually lowers attack. which is not going to be extremely helpful because eventually this event gets to the point where you can no longer lower the attack of Goku. But it's just something to keep in mind because lowering attack is actually becoming, at least to me, increasingly important. As harder modes are coming out, as bosses are coming out, you'll realize that attack decreases are basically a huge benefit in modes like Super Battle Road, stuff like that. Even though on this event it doesn't affect that much, there are others where it does help a lot. Which is why, by the way, I invested a lot of additional into this unit, the Fizz androids 14 and 15. It's because they decrease attack on Super, so I would rather them Super multiple times. That's the mindset I went with when building them. Yeah, this should be fine. Tech Cell, if you don't know, builds up attack and defense. Yeah, I think it's attack and defense on every key sphere he obtains. These two, of course, are building their attack and defense upon every super attack. So they're still putting in good work, which is nice. Of course, you do have to sacrifice putting them on one rotation, which is something that I mentioned, but it really showed in this video because I was really struggling as to what units to put on here. I was tempted to put EZA Int Fusion Android 13 that we got during the sort of all the ultimate, oh nice, additional super, all the ultimate Clash Dokkan Awakenings. Oh, hold on. Ooh. Look at him. Alright, let's see just how much... Actually, let's not see just how much destructive power he can put out. It's unfortunate that he's super attacking there, right? Because there's no means for me to decrease his attack. I don't know if we can actually decrease his attack. Yeah, we can. We can. Would have been nice to do that beforehand, but so be it. Oh, we're not going to get a super attack off with Android 17. That's unfortunate. Well, let's see how much they take this super for. They actually took that very well. Very well. They didn't even reduce attack yet. This unit really does, if you can get an Android 13 friend, this unit really does pull its weight. I mean, it does what it needs to. Now we get to see the big boy in action, though. I've actually never seen this super attack animation, on my side at least. Wow. I think he gets guaranteed crits on Goku, I'm pretty sure. I'll check it later. But, I think that's a part of his gimmick. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, even just getting him on one rotation, right? Getting the Android 13 on one rotation with 14 and 15 allows you to see the super attacks for the rest of the fight, which is helping us entirely here because we don't have to worry about the risky stuff where you're like, oh, I don't know if I can put that unit there or not. Here it's clear as day. It's a really cool thing that I think is limited to, if I'm remembering correctly, the Scouter item. STR Jace, which, I mean, good luck putting him on any team, and Fizz Piccolo, if you're not counting these two. I really like this gimmick that they have. Oh, okay, we'll see their Dokkan attack. That seems like a bit of a waste, but alright. Alright, we'll be activating the Dokkan mode here. We honestly probably should have gone with the 13, but who cares? That's what this kind of is a showcase for him too, but that's not the whole point of this video. Also, I gotta say, I do very much appreciate their super attack animation. I think it does look very nice. The camera work is dynamic, and then this last thing, it's very simple, but a very cool shot at the end, and I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so this is basically just going to be more of this on repeat. I'll get to the, maybe the Super Saiyan Blue phase and come back. But yeah, I'll see you guys back when we have more entertaining content to see here. Alright, just a little thing I wanted to add here. Pretty important that we got this LR Cell transformation. I'm actually getting a little scared as we're going into this event, because it appears as though we've sort of hit that limit where we can take hits very confidently without defense boosts, right? So, or at least super attacks. We can't really take super attacks like we used to, boys. We got into, I think, the 160k, so a little dangerous here. But I think, yeah, this is the best option. We're gonna leave them here. And LR Cell will wait in the sideline. It's kind of crazy putting LR Cell off rotation, but it's what seems to be the most important and most useful thing that we can do here. A nice juicy additional from Android 13 right here. Real nice. That's enough to finish God Goku. Okay, so now we are on to Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now this is typically where the gloves come off, so to speak. This is basically where the boys become men. This phase right here. It's pretty easy to lose a run here if you're not paying attention. Luckily, we do have that passive skill that was activated, which tells us when he's super attacking. So I don't have to worry about a thing this rotation, because he's just not super attacking, which is nice. Something I want to say about androids as a category, especially as the units that we've sort of seen more often here, is that they're really good for supporting one another, right? So I think it'll show more with Super 17 at the end there, but like, you'll see that if units aren't building themselves up, they're actually debuffing the enemy so that the teammates can come in and finish the job. So perfect example is right here. First of all, he reduces damage received, which is fantastic, but on top of that, he's actually reducing attack and defense. Right there, you just saw the defense because we're so far in the event, but he's reducing that so that other units can come in and sort of handle the other stuff. Ooh. How often do you see a Cell active skill? They don't work very well together. They do have big bad bosses, which is nice though. That is very nice. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll link them with big bad bosses, and then we'll use the active skill, because I want to get Blue Goku out of here as fast as possible. I don't think we're gonna win. For sure, I don't think we're gonna win this Legendary Goku run, which is fair. This is the first time I'm running it. I really didn't check the team. I just was like, this is what'll work. Nice. Look at that, 1.3 mil. Big bad bosses seems huge. I can't just miss that. What do I do? I guess we will be missing it this turn, unfortunately. It's a big thing to drop, but we can't risk taking that hit with solo defense at this point. Honestly, he might actually take a whole lot of damage here, which would be unfortunate. But yeah, it's definitely a guaranteed crit on Goku. Let's see how much damage he does. Ooh, that might take us out. Yikes. Well, that appears to be the end of this run. I think we got a general sense of what they do. They work best with the Android 13. Nice team dynamics. Would I grind for them? 100%. They're a fantastic unit to use. They carry their own weight through the majority of events. Yes, the Legendary Goku event gets extremely hard near the end there. It kind of spikes in difficulty. But for the most part, they're doing a good enough... They're justifying their role on your team. That passive skill is extremely important. The fact that they're lowering attack is really nice. And they link well with the unit they're supposed to link well with, who is also an Androids category leader. And I cannot imagine that later on it's going to be hard to find Androids 13. It should be relatively easy if people pull for his Dokkan Fest. I don't know. I can't tell you. But yeah, just go ahead and grind them up. It's free stones anyways, and a free 100% unit. Yeah, I would definitely suggest going in a lot of additionals. But yep, that's my opinion on them. They're a real fun unit. I hope that later Dokkan Battle free-to-play units sort of follow suit with this sort of gimmick. And yeah, it's just real nice seeing them. Alright guys, that's it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Anyways guys, this is Young Swengo, and I'm out. Peace!